It's time for grassroots racers and fans to gather around. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show. And thanks for joining us for our landmark 40th season. We are your destination for news and interviews within the Wisconsin racing scene, the upper Midwest, and from the world of motorsports. The Racing Roundup Show is America's longest-running weekly motorsports show held in front of a live audience. You still have time to join the racing crowd for tonight's show. And now, here is the host of the Racing Roundup Show, Jim Trado.
Hey gang, how are you? A very special occasion. It's a Monday night. We're racing tonight at Wilmot Raceway. They moved the program from a Tuesday to a Monday, so all the fans can enjoy the racing and the fireworks to come this evening. Come on down. It's carload night, $30 for the entire carload as long as you're wearing a seatbelt. And indeed, everybody gets in for just that low price of $30. We're at Wilmot Raceway and the Kenosha County Fairgrounds. And the fireworks will happen tonight as well. We've got the Wisconsin Wingless Sprints, the Wisconsin 604 Winged Sprint Cars, and we got the Bandits racing tonight as well. Lots going on in the world of motorsports as well. We're hanging out here on a special Monday night. This is the Independence Day week celebration here at Wilmot Raceway. They're not racing this Saturday or Sunday. Kenosha County Fairgrounds will be busy, so we're putting in a weeknight show for you here this evening. Again, early start Monday, 5 p.m. Thanks for joining us here on this July 1st edition of the Racing Roundup Show. We're here at Wilmot Raceway. A lot of big things coming on the way as well. In the month of July alone, Wilmot Raceway will be hosting two nights. Friday night, July 12th, Saturday night, July 13th. The World of Outlaws Sprint Cars are coming to Wilmot Raceway. And on Monday night, July 29th, the World of Outlaws late models are coming to Wilmot Raceway for a special Monday night show. We're getting in the Monday night theme now as we're into the month of July. And our 40th season of racing is brought to you by Wilmot Raceway and some great people here at the Kenosha County Fairgrounds. Lots to cover, lots to do, a lot of racers to talk to. They're going to go racing here before 6 o'clock, so we better get to it. We'll take a commercial break, back with one of the champions of just a few years removed, who's already won a feature this season. We'll talk to him here in a moment on the Racing Roundup Show. Tim Cox is our first guest tonight at Wilmot Raceway. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundup.show.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Add value and beauty to your home or commercial property with professional landscaping from Central Services Company, Incorporated. The team at Central Services is their personal choice of over 45 years of satisfied customers in Southeast Wisconsin for landscape design, construction, and grounds maintenance. Call Central Services at 262-548-0005 for all your landscaping and lawn care needs. No job is too large or too small. From lawn fertilization and weed control to award-winning landscape construction and building your backyard patio oasis, Central Services is your full-service landscape company. Call the experts at Central Services at 262-548-0005 for a free, no-obligation consultation at your home or business. Find out why Central Services can provide you with the visual difference in the art of landscaping and lawn care. Call 262-548-0005. Central Services, the visual difference in landscaping.
For your next purge or project, go with the pros. Source Services. Champion driver and Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer Dan Source founded Source Services in 1988 with one truck, one employee, and a tireless work ethic. Through the dedicated work of Dan and his employees, Source Services LLC is Southeast from Wisconsin's leading waste container rental company. Dropped and picked up by professionals, you can rent a dumpster for up to 60 days. Source Services sorts and recycles to reduce the amount of waste going into landfills. Go with the pros at sourceservices.com.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands.
Get
There's
ready
a play
to
area for the
accelerate.
kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club points racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman, 35 miles west of Milwaukee, and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
Get ready to accelerate your productivity with the Midwest's largest forklift distributor. Walter Inc. offers top-tier brands, including Lindy, Doosan, and Bobcat forklifts. With 16 locations across the Midwest, Walter is the go-to source for high-performance forklifts and material equipment handling solutions, and is fueled by a passion for short-track racing. Count on Walter's 60-plus years of experience to increase your productivity. Walter is hiring, too. Explore the unbeatable lineup of forklift solutions and more at walterinc.com.
427-1000 American Foundation. Cracks and leaks in your basement, have no fears. We've been fixing those things for over 60 years. Trust and dedication, that's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When we decided to get our crack leaky basement done, I am so glad we called American Foundation. It gave us a sense of confidence, and it gave us our basement back.
And it was the right choice.
Thank you very much.
American Foundation Specialist has been fixing basements since 1947. Satisfied customers are the future at American. Call American for huge savings at
427-1000 American Foundation.
Precise Auto and Truck Accessories is your one-stop shop when it comes to adding style and functionality to your vehicles. Owner and late model racer Mike Grunberg has 15 years of experience installing window tinting, cat skin leather, seat heaters and seat coolers. There's a million accessories available. Ladder racks, trailer hitches, detailing, remote starters, and more. Precise Auto and Truck Accessories in Wisconsin Dells is a WeatherTech Diamond dealer. Bring your vehicle to the trusted guy, Mike Grunberg at Precise Auto and Truck Accessories.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows, too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
It's a special edition of the DeAngelis Construction Road Show here at Wilmot Raceway. It's a Monday night. We're going racing in a few moments. I want to thank our friends at DeAngelis Construction for sponsoring all of our road shows here in 2024. It's a family business. They run a bunch of racers. They serve Milwaukee since 1982 with their trucking, snow plowing, and expert concrete work. They lay only the best commercial and residential concrete and will work with you to make your design and ideas come to life, including stamped concrete and decorative displays. Go online right now to DeAngelisConstructionLLC.com. This show tonight is also brought to you by CK Contractors. Chris Klemko is busy doing all sorts of things here, including racing tonight. Hire the professionals at CK Contractors for land lot clearing, Lake Michigan shore restoration, excavating and grading, demolition, retention pond building, and more. Racer Chris Klemko and his business will take care of your projects, big or small. Log on to CKContractorsLLC.com. We want to thank these following drivers and teams that brought their cars out to display. So if you want to come in through the main gate, which is now open here at Wilmot Raceway, thank you to Logan Julian's Oak Creek Automotive HRP sponsored our Outlaw Sprint Car team. They brought their car. It's on display. He's not racing in it tonight. You can talk to Logan all you'd like as well. We want to thank Jacob Irwin and Jordan Funderburk for bringing out their IRA Lightning Sprint cars. They get the night off, but they shine them up for us. So thank you guys for bringing your cars down. And Joel Crowbridge, who's already won here in a modified. He's actually pretty good here in a modified. He brought down his Walter Inc. sponsored modified. It's sitting right here next to us. He's ready to go racing. But he's not racing tonight here at Wilmot Raceway. One driver that is sitting with us is a driver we want to talk to here in a moment. This segment is brought to you by Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty and the Rapina Group. If you want to buy or sell your home or commercial property and do it right with knowledge and power behind the experience of selling or buying your home or commercial property, one name, Matt Rapina and the Rapina Group. Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty. They can get your deal done. Higher knowledge. Knowledge is power. The website address is rapinagroup.com. Thanks to Matt Rapina for all he does with our show. But you can get your deal done when it comes to buying or selling a home or commercial property in Wisconsin. We also want to remind you to watch our Saturday TV show. It's on CW18 Milwaukee every Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Central Time. That show is a half hour of what we love to do all week long. So we look forward to having you join us on a Saturday morning. And we like to thank all the sponsors that make that show possible as well. It is now time to introduce you to a driver who may not need an introduction here at Wilmot Raceway. We're going to do one anyway. Here we go. We are welcoming a driver here in a moment. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show. Glad to have you with us. We are here at Wilmot Raceway with a big race on tap for the evening. One of the drivers that's out of his race suit now, but will be climbing in shortly, is our Making the Cut Driver of the Week. He is a driver that has a championship-winning pedigree, and now is a great time to get a free estimate. And tree trimming and pruning, tree removal, brush chipping, or lot clearing From the tree experts at Making the Cut Tree Services, they service all of southeast Wisconsin. Visit mtctree.com. That's mtctree.com. For your free estimate, they can do it all for you. Thanks to our friends at Making the Cut. We have our driver of the week making the cut. Let's welcome Tim Cox. Tim, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us on here. This is pretty cool to be a live outfit and out in the sun. Beautiful day.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night for racing, and you've done your share of racing already here, Tim. Wilmot Raceway, you've been racing here a bunch. This year alone, you bagged your first feature victory. What about tonight? What are you thinking?
We could go back to back, but we've had 8 different features this year. We've had 8 different winners, so
Wow.
It's been a very, very competitive group this year.
The WE is the Wisconsin Wingless Sprints. Autometer sponsors them. They race here at Wilmot primarily, and they also are traveling. There's a lot of traveling involved. How's your schedule been? Have you made all 8 shows so far?
No, we haven't made all of them. We're not going to run all the schedules this year. Matter of fact, last night I had Clayton Rossman in the car. I screwed my back up a few weeks ago,
Okay.
and I didn't want to run 3 nights in a row, and he wasn't running his MSA car, so he ran the car last night up there.
As I alluded, Tim Cox is a championship-winning Wisconsin Wingless Sprint car racer. Matter of fact, Clayton Rossman, that team, that shop is where you guys house both cars. Clayton and Tim tied for the championship here at Wilmot Raceway a couple years back for the championship. So you guys know how to get it done, and you also put Clayton in your car one time in Illinois this year, and you won a big one down there.
Yeah, yep. My very first race we went to, he got it and won it.
So, Tim, when it comes to racing here at Wilmot Raceway, a lot goes into it. The track continues to get improvements done to it. The brand new wall and the new fencing, I mean, that's an addition to what they did last year with all the new great aluminum seating for the fans with the concrete slab. This place continues to impress me. How is it on the racetrack with all those changes?
It's very nice. I mean, you walk into the place and it looks totally different than it did 3 years ago, and it's a very nice place to come.
All right, not to date yourself or age yourself, how long you think you've been racing here? How many years?
I started racing here in 1984.
All right.
Well, actually modified. So I actually started racing it was the year after Waukegan Speedway closed. I think it closed 1979.
Okay.
So I was here in 1980.
All right, that's over 45 years of racing here. Let's
Yeah.
count it like 45th year.
Yeah.
And you're not done yet.
Oh,
you
no.
keep threatening.
Oh,
You're
no.
like, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this, but, man, you have so much fun, don't you?
I want to slow down, but it's just like you climb in that car and the hunger's still there. It's just you still got the drive, and it's hard to explain. The wife keeps asking, when are you going to quit? When are you going to quit? And it's like, when I climb in that car and say I'm done, then I'll be done.
You're not done yet. Tim Cox
no.
joining us
No.
here, and I'm guessing that now that you won a feature already this year, it's like, okay, I can get this figured out. I got a handle on it. I'm not just here to play. I'm here to win. How different is your car this year, say, to last year's car, knowing all the work you put in with Clayton Rossman and yourself racing as teammates for the lack of a better term, out of the same shop for a while?
Yeah, we actually got a totally new car this year, a new chassis. We actually bought a Triple X chassis from Baling up in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Up in Butler.
Brookfield, I think. Butler?
Yeah,
Yep,
Butler,
somewhere in
yeah.
there. Yeah.
The all parts shop. You go get your race car stuff and everything you got, they have.
And Tim, when it comes to a new car, how different was it for you? I know that you've been doing this a while, as we just talked about, but when it comes to a new car, what are things you looking for, or what have you clicked on already with this new chassis for this season?
We actually set it next to our old car, and they're almost identical. They're a few bars are a little bit different, but the rest of the chassis is all the same. And I'm probably one of the few dirt guys that actually put a car on the scales. From my pavement experience, we put a car on the scales. So we had a baseline off the old car, and it's pretty darn close, the turns that it puts in the car and shocks, the way we set them up. It's but these young kids are running so much different now. It's you got to run wide open the whole race, and so you run wide open the whole race. And before I used to get out in the lead and I just kind of ride, and well, now last time we were here, I got out in front and I just ran the whole race wide open.
Yeah.
For say,
yeah,
you can't run it wide open because you got to slow down because of track conditions. But it was track conditions were pretty nice that night.
Hopefully they're great tonight again. It's Wilmot Raceway. We're racing on a Monday night here. You can come out on any Saturday. Check out WilmotRaceway.com, the website. We're on the Kenosha County Fairgrounds. A lot going on. We talked about some big shows upcoming. We're racing for a championship with the Wisconsin Wingless Racing here as a weekly division and as well as a touring division. Wisconsin Wingless Sprints has their own website. You go to irasprints.com and log on down to Wisconsin Wingless. But in reality, it's really taken off. You've seen it grow from 6 cars where Chris Klemko and a couple other guys are like, yeah, we'll try this. So now we got wings and non-wings running the 604 engine.
Yeah. Now, with the wings and non-wings, that kind of backed the field off a little bit. It dropped about 15 cars. So we're down to 25, 28 cars. Wingless cars. Yep. And that's more than enough cars. Because a lot of times you go to a racetrack and you have 30 cars. The promoters kind of don't really like that because then they got to pay that extra money because, a lot of times they want enough cars for a feature, and that's all they really want.
The success, though, of this, it's proven again. You've got yourself, veteran racers. You got veteran racers that maybe are running 410s now in the Wisconsin wing list, getting established. I'm just thinking that there's a lot of opportunity for a young driver to learn as well, because Clayton Rossman was at 16, I think, when he raced with you for the first season the first time. Now he's, 18 now?
Yeah, he just turned 18.
Yeah,
so
so there's young drivers that are hungry as well, learning in this division.
I think he was actually 15 when he started.
Tim, when it comes to racing, you are forever getting involved with how to make your car faster. You are one of the most popular guys in the pits because you want to make sure others are successful. You want to make sure they keep showing up every week. And if they're running the B feature, they're probably going to bug you and say, what do I need to do? What do I need to do with my tires? What do I need to do with my right side, my stagger, all that stuff. Do you enjoy that element of being one of the elder statesmen advising these drivers, no matter the age, to do this?
Oh, yeah. I enjoy doing that, and it's kind of – I never thought I was going to say it, but I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Like Clayton over here and Tyler, I've been helping them guys out quite a bit, and Ryan Marshall and the Cranes back when they first started. So it's kind of nice to look down and kind of see your kids how good they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. Talking with Tim Cox, a veteran, a champion here in the Wisconsin Wingless, racing tonight here at Wilmot Raceway. Who are some of those folks that help you out still or have been for a long time or are new this year to your program?
We don't really have any new ones this year. William Meyer and Sons, they help us out quite a bit. The Hunt Club of Richmond, they help us out. Clayton City Garage. Baling. Beaver Dog Custom Lettering, Jack's Custom Helmets, Super Shocks, and DN Welding.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you're always are you ever the test mule? Do you ever feel like you're trying some new things because they want you to, or you're trying because you say this is what I want in my Wisconsin Wingless car?
I have done that in the past prior years for an engine builder that we used to have. I was a test dummy for him, and we tried a bunch of different things, and so we kind of got away from that program and got our own engine program this year, and it's working just as well.
Gotcha. Tim Cox joining us. He is probably the best guy to ask this question. During the fair here at Kenosha County Fairgrounds, there's racing on Wednesday night. They're coming back for the IRA Sprint Cars on Saturday night. What's it like racing here at mid-August during the Kenosha County Fair with the packed grandstands?
It reminds me of the 80s, because back then when we used to race here, the grandstands were packed from end to end, and that's how it is during the fair, and that's really cool. It kind of gives the intensity level a little bit higher because you're running in front of so many people.
And when it comes to this racetrack, it's really beautiful. It's on the fairgrounds. You drive all in. You drive the big parking lot. It's carload night tonight, so you get a special discount for that. But during the fair, is there an additional need or want to do well? Because you might attract new fans or more friends might show up because the fair's going on full strong, and then there's racing at night.
Oh, exactly. That's you always want to win during the fair because the packed grandstands. It's kind of like when we race with the World of Outlaws. It's a packed grandstands when we're with the Outlaws, so you always want to win with them, and the intensity just rises because you can tell because a lot of people kind of throw their brains away and drive over people.
The thoughts and the reality of Tim Cox coming to fore here. Tim, thanks so much for being part of our show today.
Yep, thank you very much for being here.
Tim Cox joining us here on the Racing Roundup Show. All right, that was the golf applause we were hoping for. Thank you. I got that written down. So we do a TV show, if you guys didn't know, and we're going to use the part of this for our TV show. So we're going to talk to Tim for a few more minutes because I want to know more about these guys. Tyler Cuxhouse, Clayton Rossman. They're fast.
They're very fast.
Did you tell them too much?
My crew member keeps getting mad at me because I keep telling him keep telling him stuff, and he gets mad because you're getting him too fast. You're getting him too fast. Well, that makes me faster yet too then.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I said. It's like I can't take it to the grave with me.
Right.
So I got to pass it off somehow.
All right. I'm putting. Come here, Clayton. Clayton, you're on the spot. Have a seat. Microphone number 3 for Clayton Rossman. He was laughing and getting along with Tyler Cuxhouse. Now we're putting it to 4. I want to know what you guys are talking about over there, Clayton. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
When it comes to racing here, you got Tim Cox to race with, and then all of a sudden you get a chance to drive the car for the first time this year, and you win in Illinois, and you've got in the car the other night. This is kind of neat to have this guy say, let's try this, let's try that, and go racing.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, actually. That car rips. It's definitely the best car I've just gotten in.
All right.
And just a little bit of bad luck last night, but we'll come back eventually.
And, Tim, what do you learn when you have him in your car or a car that you race with and now just take notes on or do measurements with?
I always like being able to watch a car because you can tell by the attitude of the car just on the racetrack. And myself, I just got to do it by the feel because Bobby, he's a great crew guy, but he can't really tell what the car's doing exactly.
Okay.
So it's hard for him to watch the car, but I've been doing it so long I can watch these guys and tell them what to do. And, if someone new comes up and tells them what to do and try to help them out.
And were you actually spectating yourself? You weren't racing with Clayton last night.
No,
you got to watch their car.
Yeah, I was watching the car.
Yeah.
And up there, it's kind of cool because you can go on the infield of the track up there, and you can watch the track and watch the cars go around.
Clayton, we only had it on here for a minute because I just know you guys are having too much fun tonight. Are you going to be watching or racing tonight?
Oh, I'm watching tonight.
All right.
Just crewing.
Okay.
Try to help Tim out,
Okay. And I see you got the tie rod shirt on, so I'm guessing that Charlie Cuxhouse, who we will have on this show here in a little bit, will be one of the guys that I'm sure you'll be keeping a close eye on as well.
Oh, for sure.
Pretty cool. How about I say it for Clayton Clayton Rossman helping out the Cuxhouses and Tim Cox. I'm getting all excited. Guys, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. They're switching out of their street clothes to go racing here at Wilmot Raceway. Back with more live at Wilmot Raceway on a Monday night. Come on down and join the racing crowd. It's carload night tonight. Gates are open. They're going on the track at 5:45 for high laps already, so come on down and join the racing crowd. We're here at Wilmot tonight, and tonight only for a special weeknight racing show. A D'Angelo's Construction Roadshow continues here in a moment.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment is a fully equipped parts, sales, and service dealer of quality mowers, snow throws, trimmers, chainsaws, and more. Olson services what they sell, does warranty service work on big box store mowers, and their expert service technicians are ready to get your equipment running right. Put their stock parts department and friendly, knowledgeable staff to work for you. Visit the racers at Olson's Outdoor Power Equipment today at 14323 West College Avenue, just 1 mile east of Moreland Road in Muskego. Olson'sPower.com. Olson's Power Equipment.
ARR has been recycling for over 80 years and is here to help. Take them your recyclable metals and they'll pay you cash. ARR buys aluminum, brass, copper, lead, and steel. And attention contractors, ARR has a bonus program just for you that puts more cash in your pocket. And who doesn't like more cash? Find their full list of accepted materials at ARR1938.com. ARR with locations in West Allis and Waukesha. If you have questions, give them a call. 414-321-4134. ARR Recycling since 1938.
Travel next September. Enjoy an unforgettable 7-day Alaskan cruise from Vancouver on the Norwegian Jade. Juneau and Hubbard Glacier are just two of the cities that await you. Hike up snow-capped mountains and witness majestic whales splash in the Pacific. Then come back on board to catch an amazing show, followed by a starlit stroll on the top deck. Breathtaking views, all the amenities, all the memories. Cruise Alaska. Contact Mark at Making Memories Travel today.
Dedicated to showcasing grassroots racers and national stars of our sport. If you're a fan of NASCAR, 4-wheel, 2-wheel, road racing, drag racing, or the short track scene, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show.
Welcome back to our live broadcast at Wilmot Raceway. It's a Monday night show. You can always catch it on demand on RacingRoundupShow.com. Like our show on Facebook. Also, our page on Facebook. You also can like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search Racing Roundup on YouTube, and our shows are there. So you can look there easily, share with your friends, and let us know what you're thinking and having some fun with us here on a Tuesday night usually. But this week it's on a Monday night special because we're going racing here at Wilmot Raceway. It's a D'Angelo's Construction Roadshow presented by CK Contractors here at Wilmot Raceway tonight. And this portion of our show is brought to you by BMRE Electric Carts in Random Lake. They have Icon bikes, e-bikes, that go 25 miles per hour and 25 miles between charges. They're now selling BMRE electric scooters and street-legal golf carts. Brad Miller is Wisconsin's only Icon electric cart dealer, and it has in-stock inventory and customizing options Available right now on this Facebook page, BMR Electric Karts Company. We'd like to welcome in a couple of drivers, actually 3 drivers that are racing here tonight at Wilmot Raceway. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. We're very happily joined by 3 drivers that are going to be climbing in their sprint cars here in a moment at Wilmot Raceway in the Wisconsin Wingless Division. I'd like to welcome in our drivers. We're going to call all 3 of them our Anderson's Maple Syrup Racing Short Track Spotlight drivers. Anderson's is a proud sponsor and supporter of World of Outlaws racer Bill Baylog, who's racing here July 12th and 13th. They also sponsor Jason Gross's Modified. Try Anderson's in your coffee or tea or on vanilla ice cream. Take it with you with Pure Fuel. Maple Energy on the go. Buy Anderson's Maple Syrup at your favorite grocer. Anderson's, over 95 years of syrup perfection. Buy them online and have it shipped to your home. Anderson'sMapleSyrup.com. Welcome back to the program, and I'm looking at the 3 drivers. One of them's ready to go. I think she's ready to be pushed off right now. Let's welcome in 3 drivers racing tonight in the Wisconsin Wingless. Trinity UTEC near me. Next to her, Zach Radart, the most recent winner of the Wisconsin Wingless, and Tyler Cuxhouse, who also bagged a victory already this year. Guys and gals, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Trinity, we'll start with you. It's a lifelong passion of yours, I know. Kind of born into it. What's it been like this year with the Wisconsin Wingless cars?
It's been great, learning a lot. Last night I finished in the back. I had some electrical issues, but in the heat race was leading, got second to the person that was right here before us, Clayton Rossman. Unfortunately, not disappointed though.
He's won a championship. You're learning. You learned something, right?
I'm not disappointed to be second to him. And then qualified 9th, so I'm happy. This weekend has been great. Getting some issues figured out, but we'll figure it out today.
Speaking of weekend, this is not just a Monday night race you guys are doing. This is a weekend extension for you.
Yes.
We moved the race draw up a day because pending weather on Tuesday, so you had less prep time. Has that affected anything, or are you guys still working on the car in the pits?
We're still working on it. Like I said, last night I had a few electrical issues, but we think we figured it out. We'll see tonight.
Zach Radar joining us as well. We're talking about racing Wisconsin Wingless and now winning in a Wisconsin Wingless car. Zach, how much fun was that bagging the win last night?
Well, we won Saturday.
Sorry, yeah.
I mean, anytime you can win, it's always a good thing, especially when you got these younger guys coming up. Like this one next to me, he's always fast and up front every night, and it's always good to just be able to win.
What have you learned between the mixed talents of Tim Cox and now Clayton Rossman winning a championship at his young age, and you got these 2 young drivers chasing you every chance they get and passing you on occasion? It's got to be kind of fun. You're right in the middle of this, and you're getting it done.
Yeah, I mean, it only pushes me to be better and my guys to be better and to just drive the car a little harder. And I mean, it's good for everybody. You know, these guys are fast, and it makes me be even faster. So it's fun with these guys, and they're not only are they fast, but they race respectfully and clean. And anytime I can race next to the 7-Eleven, he's always fast and races me hard, and it's been fun.
He's sitting next to the 7-Eleven. It's Tyler Cuxhouse. So, Tyler, your nickname is Tyrod. You already signed our banner for being on in April when we had a car show in Waukegan, but reality is here. This is the season. You already got a victory this year. Your thoughts about racing against these 2 and the whole field tonight at Wilmot Raceway?
Yeah, we're just going to try to give it our all. It's been a long weekend, but we're having fun. Friday, or Saturday, I guess, had some struggles. Sunday, we came back way better, ended up second. But, yeah, we're gonna have fun racing with these guys. Like Zach said, racing each other is always fun in Trinity. We always race with respect, and it's always fun knowing that you don't have to worry about someone next to you.
All right, I'm going to ask the same question I think of all 3 of you now. Trinity, what's the most fun thing you can do here at Wilmot Raceway? Whether it be in the grandstands chasing down kids in cotton candy, or if it's racing against these guys and passing for the wins?
It's honestly the history of my family here, being a UTEC. We've been here for years. So it's honestly just fun. You know, my grandpa's here, my dad's here. I mean, there's probably plenty of other UTECs I haven't seen yet today. But
how many UTECs have their name in the points here at Wilmot Raceway over the years, do you think? Uncles, grandpa, any cousins?
I mean, Dave, my dad, Jimmy, Scott, Danny, Chuck. I don't know. There's probably more I'm forgetting, but, you know, probably a million.
Yeah, it's cool to have that support everywhere you go, especially here.
Yes.
The track they've all raced at, because I know you raced in karts,
Yep.
got really good at that, and then they had to make time to go there. Now you can come back to their home track like yours.
Yep. Love
Pretty
it.
cool. Zach Radart, I'm guessing you've got a lot of things on your mind, including getting some serious points tonight. Anytime you get the chance at Wilmot Raceway, trying different things, the track you guys run the most at. What's the thought about racing here at Wilmot and enjoying it at the same time?
You know, I definitely enjoy it. We got a pretty good baseline that we roll out every week with, and we start the night with that. Make a few adjustments, and try and catch the 91 and the 7X, and try and take the thing home at the end of the year.
That'd be Jimmy Sivia and Ryan Marshall, if memory serves.
Yep.
You also got
Yep.
the 7-Eleven next to you.
Yep.
We mentioned Tyler already won a feature this year, but Tyler, when you come to Wilmot Raceway, you've been coming here pretty much your whole life too, haven't you?
Yeah, the year I was born, Dad won the championship, and I think I was sitting in the stands right out of the hospital. Every year we came here, Dad raced, brother raced, and now I'm racing here. I gotta get a win here. That'd be pretty cool, but every year we're here.
What's unique about Wilmot Raceway for you? Just getting a handle on it now that you're back racing basically full time in a sprint car.
I kind of like what Trini said, family. Like my grandpa worked in the ambulance, my mom worked in the ambulance. My whole family revolves around this racetrack being so close to home, and coming here and all the fans, all family, all in the stands. It's really cool.
And when it comes to the fan experience, I got to tell you, Wilmot Raceway has outdone themselves again. There's a campground here. You can actually camp here year-round, I believe it is, or if it's not, it's a great place to stop by in the summer to check things out. The World Outlaws are coming. You guys get to race with them. Is that any big difference for you, Tyler?
Oh, yeah, that's always cool to see the big guys come into town, and you're parked right next to, like, Donnie Schatz on my shirt, but it's just cool to be with those guys in the same pits.
And, Zach, they're racing 2 nights. You get to race both of the nights with them, Friday night, July 12th, and Saturday, July 13th. Does that give you any more juice to go, okay, my car's got to be right, or I'm putting something new on that night?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every night the Outlaws come, they bring a good group that they work on the track a little bit different, and for some reason that they always build a cushion, and that's where I like to be. I like to be up top, ripping the lip. So anytime I get a chance to do that, then it'll be a good night.
You need to check out Wisconsin Wingless Racing at a track near you. You also want to go to WilmotRaceway.com to find out when they're racing. They're racing tonight, but if you can't make it out tonight, we understand. There's a lot of racing yet to come this summer at WilmotRaceway.com. Thanks again, Trinity UTEC, Zach Radart, and Tyler Cuxas for joining us here on the Racing Roundup Show. Thanks, guys and gals.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was about perfect. Now I can talk about what else is going on. Trinity, how new is your car? Who's all working on it with you?
My dad and my grandpa and me.
All right.
It's a small crew as always. I mean, don't get a ton of people, but sometimes smaller is better.
Okay. And what have you learned the most, you think, this year? What are your, as you contribute and say, okay, this is what I want in the car, this is what I think we should change. How's that development coming for you?
I think with racing go-karts, I've always liked a very tight car, which we've never really gotten the hang of, except for this year. This weekend I've been pretty fast, faster than I usually am. I've been learning a lot, so I'm very grateful for that. And we've been having a lot of electrical issues with the car not running right, but hopefully we can get that figured out sooner than later, and I can get back to running well.
Yeah, that makes all the sense, especially when it comes to confidence and knowing that's there. And if you run on the inside, you got the guy ripping lip over here. He just coined the phrase, which is a dirt phrase saying, hey, man, I want to run the top. So when you have 2 grooves like we do at Wilmot most nights,
Yep.
she'll be maybe running the bottom, and you're going whoa, whoa, whoa on the top, and you pretty much run even, don't you, here? If you got to get that advantage. How do you get the advantage by running the top the longer way around, Zach?
Just being smooth and building momentum. That's the key to running the top here. Usually when there is a top, the bottom is still pretty good. You just got to stay focused and keep it as smooth as possible so you can build your momentum.
Tyler Cuxas joining us here as well. We're on that 7-Eleven. We talked about the family history. Who do you listen to the most, if anybody, once you get going racing here? Because I'm sure you have input from all sorts of directions with the racing history you have here with your family.
Oh, yeah. When I got out of the car, both Dad and my brother are already yelling at me when I did something wrong, or if I
Yelling
did
in a good way, please?
Yes and no. But usually, yeah, it's my dad and my brother. They're watching and helping, and my boss, Brian, over at Super Shocks, is usually watching on the live feed or something and will tell me what I did wrong. But
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I don't get it easy.
When it comes to racing, you mentioned Brian with Super Shocks. That's a cool thing you get to be involved in. You're working in the industry every day. What's that been like? What about the evolution that helps you with your race car specifically?
Oh, it's really awesome being there at the shop, working on the shocks. My brother builds all the racing shocks. I build all the motorcycle shocks, but I do help in the racing. He helps in the motorcycle. But
Over-the-road motorcycles, right?
Yep, all Harley-Davidsons, yep.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to, watch a shock get built that you're racing that weekend and trying different things and feeling it out and testing and tuning. Really helps each weekend in and out.
So he's the boss. He's going to be watching you closely. Who else is supporting your team this year, Tyler?
Cutzler Express, Subzik Race Engines that built all Dad's motors, building my motors this year too. JB Earth Solutions, LSD Designs, Ultimate Graphics, making the race car look really good. Bodycraft, who painted that race car, nice and shiny. Avon Automotive, C2 Motorsports, Mortgage Oaks Express, and BMRE, Electric Carts, Brad Miller. All those guys help it out.
That's pretty cool. Has he letting you ride an electric scooter yet?
He has not yet.
All right.
We got to talk to him.
Probably need your full face helmet. I'm guessing you might want to do some jumping right away.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sure he's already tried it as well. BMRE Electric Carts Company on Facebook, just in case you want to get your own. It's cool to have those kind of support. What about the crew and the family behind you?
It's me, Dad, and my brother, and my mom's always there helping, whether it's packing the cooler or getting us to the racetrack. My sister's always support. She lives in Missouri, but she's still supporting us. My neighbor Nate comes and helps all the time too, so it's pretty cool. Just anyone that wants to come with and help out.
That is cool. Zach Radart, you just can repeat your victory speech from the other night. 2 nights removed now.
Yep.
Who helps you with your race car?
Ridgetop Exteriors, they help a lot. GAF Roofing, Jack's Helmet Designs, he does
Jack is here.
work.
He's right there.
He is over there.
You want your helmet done in a week? Talk to Jack's, JAX Helmet Designs.
And he will get it done right, and that thing will look good. I also have M3 Custom Creations. He makes the car look pretty. Super Shocks, they help out a lot. And Brian, I actually got to take a shock to you. And then that's about it.
How about the crew?
My dad helps a lot. My buddy Jose helps a lot, and my stepdad he comes when he can, Jeff. And then throughout the week, it's pretty much just me.
All right. A lot of work to be done then. What did you do today to get the car ready from last night and the night before? What kind of maintenance do you guys end up doing?
Well, today I had help getting the car here.
Good.
My buddy Jose did a lot of it. We had to change a lot of tires today. Usually like today was one of the few times where he's gotten the car ready for me and brought it here himself. I actually had to work today, so I didn't have to do much, thankfully.
That's all part of it for sure.
Yeah.
Glad to hear you got that support behind you and make sure you can go fast
Yeah,
when
I'm
it's time to go racing.
definitely thankful for all the support, or else we wouldn't be here on a beautiful Monday night.
Yeah, big time. Third night in a row for racing. Trinity, who are your folks that are backing you and supporting you this year?
Sure Construction, Jim and Joe, Drexel Building Supply, Sam and Jim Racing, QA1 Shocks, Simpson, Bailing.
All right.
Yep.
A lot of good people.
Yep.
We talked about the support crew. Tyler's got people in his ear. You've got half the grandstands last name UTEC in your ear are coming down right before the race, or they bought a pit pass just to tell you hot laps was good, but try this.
Yep.
What's it been like having your family around? Who's wrenching on this car with you?
Well, my dad has always been a great help. He's been racing for 20, 25 years.
Yeah.
He's amazing help. It is a little bit different than a 410, so and without a wing. So we both are, learning curve. I've only been racing go-karts, so I've had a few bad habits I've noticed from go-karts. But whenever it's a dry, slick track, I seem to be doing good.
And I noticed you actually, I've seen you at other races, you and your dad, as spectators, whether it be the Chili Bowl or other races that you're not competing in. How do you learn from that, and how much fun is that hanging out with your dad?
Well, my dad is probably one of my best friends, but we go to the Chili Bowl every year together. This year, we unfortunately cannot go to the Knoxville Nationals because my cousin is getting married.
Okay.
And I'm going to be in the wedding. Shout out to Andrew UTEC. But
another UTEC getting married. All right.
But yeah, we go everywhere together. We recently just went to the Charlotte Nationals, which was super cool. But I love watching racing. I love racing, so anytime I can get around it, I will.
Cool. Really glad to have you guys on. Make sure you sign our sign. Says 40 years of doing this. They're going to race for 40 years like Tim Cox, right? We know it. They're really good. They're competitive. They're fast. They're going to have fun tonight here at Wilmot Raceway. How about a big hand, everybody, for Trinity UTEC, Zach Radart, and Tyler Cuxhouse. Guys, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight as well.
Appreciate it.
We'll cover the Wilmot Raceway and everything else that's going on in Wisconsin Wingless all summer long. Thanks to our friends at CK Contractors. They're providing us this show tonight. Thank you. Chris Klemko is busy doing his thing. You want to hire the professionals at CK Contractors for land lot clearing, Lake Michigan shore restoration, and excavating and grading, demolition, retention pond building, and more. Racer Chris Klemko and his business will take care of your projects, big or small. Find them online at ckcontractorsllc.com. The fans are rolling in. They're getting a car show, too. Believe it or not, we're hanging out here at Wilmot Raceway. We're at the front gate. Come on in. Carload night, $30 for everybody can put in the car with a seatbelt. We've got Logan Julian's IRA sprint car that finished top 5 2 nights ago. He's hanging out with the fans. We also have this beautiful IRA Lightning Sprint. Jacob Irwins is over here. We also have Jordan Funderbook's car over here next to Itch's 28 Ford, and the Pinto, Mark Goodman's Pinto, is going to be leading the field during the National Anthem lap. Yep. You haven't seen that before, have you? It's going to happen tonight at Wilmot Raceway. We also want to thank Joel Crowbridge for bringing us Walter-sponsored Modified. He's right up there in the points in this car. His car is beautiful. It's sitting right here, and you can talk to Joel. He's not busy racing tonight. He's hanging out with the fans. So come on down and join the racing crowd. We're live at Wilmot Raceway on the Kenosha County Fairgrounds on this Monday night of racing. We'll be right back.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Contact us on our website, racingroundupshow.com. We'll be right back with more of the Upper Midwest and Wisconsin racing scene, NASCAR, and the world of motorsports.
Adams Towing offers expert heavy-duty towing services for the entire state of Wisconsin from their Plover headquarters. Since 1961, 3 generations of heavy-duty towing specialists and racing supporters have provided towing, flatbed, and reload service, plus winching and upright, long boom service, truck starting, and cleanup. Adams Towing proudly sponsors Ryan Farrell's Super Late Model team. Put Adams Towing and their experienced team and their fleet of heavy-duty tow trucks and rollbacks to work for you. Call Adams Towing today at 715-344-3836.
At Automatic Transmission Design, we know your vehicle is important to you. When your transmission needs servicing, take it to the best. ATD in Germantown, Wisconsin. ATD understands how important it is to get your vehicle fixed right the first time. When you take your vehicle to ATD, our ASE trained technicians will run diagnostic tests to pinpoint the exact problem and answer any questions you may have before repairs begin. ATD has been providing high-quality, honest repairs to customers for over 15 years. We service all makes and models using the best parts and equipment available. When you come to ATD, you will get an honest assessment of the problem, simple explanations, experienced technicians, competitive pricing, high-quality parts, and their 100% guarantee. Money is not the goal at ATD. It is the result of fixing the problem and returning the vehicle to you. That is their goal. The next time your vehicle needs quality transmission service, give Charlie a call at 262-251-7777 or visit autotransdesign.com.
Plan now to cruise Alaska with Making Memories Travel next September. Enjoy an unforgettable 7-day Alaskan cruise from Vancouver on the Norwegian Jade. Juneau and Hubbard Glacier are just 2 of the cities that await you. Hike up snow-capped mountains and witness majestic whales splash in the Pacific. Then come back on board to catch an amazing show, followed by a starlit stroll on the top deck. Breathtaking views, all the amenities, all the memories. Cruise Alaska. Contact Mark at Making Memories Travel today. Jiffy Lube has locations across Wisconsin to serve you. Visit jiffylube.com to locate your store and to find the latest coupons and promotional offers. You're greeted by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Grab a water or coffee and know you and your vehicle are in good hands. Windshield wipers, new tires, and alignments are a few of the many services offered. Jiffy Lube proudly features Pennzoil. There's a whole lot more than no appointment drive-up oil changes at Jiffy Lube. Welcome to personalized car care. Wisconsin race fans, find your store at jiffylube.com.
Organize like the pros with Hefner Racing Products. Take your trailer to the next level. Upgrade your garage, streamline your shop. Whether you're tearing up the track or tackling home projects, Hefner Racing Products has you covered with the best made and widest variety of organizational accessories made right here in Wisconsin. Shop online now at hrpracing.com.
Mower Series at Olson Outdoor Power is raising the bar on performance with smarter controls, longer run times, and more comfort. Add in layaway and financing from Olson's, and there's no lawn you can't conquer. Buy the best from the best. Gravely at Olson's Outdoor Power, Muskego.
Check out our website, RacingRoundupShow.com, to watch show archives, see photos from decades of our program, and links to support our awesome show advertisers. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Hey gang, welcome back to the program. I'm Jim Trado. Next Tuesday night, we're going to be joining you on another D'Angelo's Construction Roadshow. Next week, Tuesday, July 9th, join us at the front gate at the Slinger Nationals. Thanks to our friends at Keith's Marina and Oak Creek Automotive. We'll be doing a D'Angelo's Construction Roadshow live in the Fan Midway. Make sure you follow us on social to find out the exact time, because we're trying to figure our schedule so we can talk to a bunch of drivers in the parking lot, basically, out the front gate of the Slinger Nationals next Tuesday night. I want to thank our friends at D'Angelo Construction for all their help and support of our show throughout the year. D'Angelo Construction is a racing family business serving Milwaukee since 1982 with their trucking, snow plowing, and expert concrete work. They lay only the best commercial and residential concrete and will work with you to make your designs and ideas come to life, including stamped concrete and decorative displays. Go online right now to D'AngelosConstructionLLC.com to find out how you can get involved with their growing company. It's time now for the Interstate Battery Show Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR report. As I hear cars are rumbling. Cars are now getting on the track to pack. You got to get down here to Wilmot Raceway. Come on down. It's a lot of fun. Fireworks tonight. Carload. The entire carload's at $30 to come on in and enjoy the racing here on a Monday night. It's time for the Interstate Batteries. A Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR report. Interstate batteries are outrageously dependable and are the #1 replacement battery in North America. Interstate is a founding sponsor of Joe Gibbs Racing. Visit interstatebatteries.com to find a battery for every need at a dealer near you. Joey Logano's Ford was sputtering out of gas as he crossed the finish line first, and he won the Cup Series race Sunday night. It was Logano's first win of the season. The race went 41.2 miles, 31 laps into overtime at Nashville Superspeedway. The 5 overtime attempts were the most in a Cup race ever. Tyler Reddick was shot out of a cannon late in the going in the green-white checkered situation. He got up to second, got up to the rear bumper of Logano. Logano moved up. That was the winning move. And as Reddick was trying to figure out another way around him, Zane Smith nipped Reddick for second at the line. Finishing fourth was Ryan Preece, his first top 5 in a while, and he'll be racing this coming Tuesday night at Slinger Superspeedway in a super late that Kevin Harvick owns. So that's going to be kind of fun to see the modified star Ryan Preece in the Cup Series racing at Slinger for the first time this coming Tuesday night. John Hunter Nemechek led the last 46 laps to win Saturday's NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Nashville in the Joe Gibbs Racing number 20. Jesse Love finished third. They recorded 69 passes on the racetrack. Kind of like what Logan Julian's going to do in the next time he's in an IRA sprint car. We're talking to Logan here in a second. Franklin, Wisconsin's Sam Mayer finished 9th. Carson Quapple 13th. Ryan Lando's Parker Retzloff 17th. Christian Eckes dominated the truck race. Ty Majeski of Neenah, Wisconsin finished up 9th on Friday night at Nashville Super Speedway. William Sawalish dominated the Berlin 200 ARCA race. I worked in Michigan on Saturday night. Last year he led all but for the last 3 laps. Well, this year he led all but 3 laps. He dominated the race. The ARCA Menard Series returns to the Milwaukee Mile on Sunday, August 25th. Expect Sawalish and Marco Andretti to both race the ARCA race at noon, the Sprecher 150, and the 3 p.m. Milwaukee Mile Laguna 175 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race. A lot of guys are double dipping. Marco will be one of them. The Laguna 175 goes off at 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon at the Milwaukee Mile on Sunday, August 25th. And who saw this coming? It's kind of a play on words, right? Hooters restaurants have closed now 44 restaurants nationwide, and today Hendrick Motorsports said, we have now severed our relationship. It's ended with Hooters restaurants and sponsoring Chase Elliott's number 9. So no longer will we see the Hooters colors on Elliott's car due to what Hendrick has called not being able to meet its sponsor obligations. This weekend, I'll be on the PA booth for the Chicago Street Race for the NASCAR Cup Series, Xfinity Series on Saturday and Sunday. That should be a bunch of fun. Menominee Falls resident Josh Palicki, who's been here at Wilmot with us the last couple times we've done a live show. Josh Palicki's racing this Saturday in the Xfinity race in the number 92 for DGM Racing, and in the Cup race in car long's number 66 on Sunday afternoon. Racers aren't used to hearing cars without going racing, but guess what? We're going to tell you about what's going on in the world of racing. I just saw Joel Crowbridge walking back and forth like a caged animal. His modified's out front tonight. He's not racing it, but it's kind of cool to see how anxious he is to go, okay, what am I seeing? What am I doing? He's hanging out with the fans tonight, so come on down and join him. We're going to talk about short track racing right now with the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report for cameras and alarm systems for your home or business, program card access, custom-made security doors, or on-call locksmith work, and more. It's a lock. Support the racers at Team Bonafide by calling 262-790-9400 or go online to bonafidesafe.com. They protect what you value. We're going to begin this segment, and we're going to end it later on. We're going to bring in a driver right now in our Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Spotlight because he's not only racing for the IRA Rookie of the Year, he's also racing up front, and he finished 5th on Saturday night at Beaver Dam Raceway. Let's welcome in Logan Julian. Logan, thanks for bringing the car, and what's it like to run top 5 against the IRA guys you've been racing and trying to admire and beat on a weekly basis this year?
Yeah, no, I mean it was really tough. But, I think that's just the whole part of it. The start of the year, we had a good run, but I think after that we kind of fell off and just had a lot of issues. But we kind of just kept getting through them, and we actually finished 4th at Beaver Dam. So
I said top 5. I'm sorry, you're right. It was 4th.
Yep.
How hard was that, or was it easy? Because you had spent like 4 straight nights in Indiana the weekend before, pounding through. Did that help? Kind of just the idea, like, all right, here we go, another race, let's go.
Oh yeah, I mean 4 nights in a row before that really helped. Just getting seat time. That's a really big thing right now. But I mean, it was difficult. I had to drive my butt off the whole night, but it definitely helped throughout the whole night. So
I've seen you pass a bunch of cars. I've seen you transfer into the A main by working through the B main. How did Saturday night go where it clicked to get in the A main and get that comfortability of knowing you got a good piece for the feature?
Yeah, it was really great starting up front. Finally, we could kind of display and show what we had. I feel like almost every single good run we've had to start like 18th, 20th, but we won our heat race from 3rd, made the dash, and started 6th in the feature. So we started up there and we were immediately up with the fast guys and just clicking laps off. I think by the end of the race, I think I had the 2nd fastest lap. So we were clipping pretty good.
So there's not just the idea of the timesheet as we're getting a little more heat in the tires now, a little more gas going on. If you couldn't hear us in the background, we got some hot lapping going on. We're hanging out outside turn 1 near the garage where it's a full-service cocktail bar right at the racetrack here at Wilmot Raceway. Hang out with Logan Julian for another moment or two. When it comes to preparation, we talked about those 4 nights in Indiana. What did you guys take with you? What did you have that you were hoping to have, or what did you borrow to make it through that 4-night grind a week and a half ago?
Yeah, so I think just going through the whole swing there, we just kind of had to keep moving on. I think that was a big thing. I think it was really easy to kind of get let down after each night. You know, there's 55 cars showing up to every single race, and with Husitz running out, you know, there's Tyler Courtney.
Yeah, exactly. It really broadened things out for, like, okay, now they got World of Outlaw guys. We got high limit guys racing against the IRA guys.
Yeah, so I mean, like, you know, you're looking at, you know, the first 3 nights, I think there was 3 IRA guys in each A main, and we were close to getting in there. I think the second night at Bloomington, I think that was our best night. We missed the A main in the heat race by 1 spot, and I think we missed it by 2 in the B main. But then even Lincoln, the first night, I made a mistake in my heat race. I had to start 16th in the B, and we finished 6th and just missed it. So I think just, you know, kind of going through each and every race, we were getting better through the week. And then obviously we ended at Terre Haute. That was a whole different animal. And I think that was another turning point last year. Our first top 5 was at Dodge County on the half mile, and after that, we just kind of kept clicking top 5s off. It felt like that big track really got me a lot more comfortable in the car. So I think hopefully that's gonna be what happens this year.
My son Sam has been to more of your races than I've been able to get to, and he said, man, you would not believe how Logan is getting on the gas and getting after it. Nobody has corner entry speed like you do, according to the expert, my son. What's it like knowing you're throwing it in there to find out what you have, but now having the trust and the ability to say, okay, I'm counting now top 5s, not hoping for a top 5.
Yeah, so just, you know, even in the start of the year, I felt like we were driving pretty hard, and even at Beaver Dam, you know, this past weekend, you know, we were going pretty hard. I think me and my dad, we've gotten a pretty good setup going, so it's been getting me a lot more comfortable driving it in, you know, as deep as I could. Before, you know, it was good, and the car was a little rough on entry, but we've just kind of kept withering things out, and we found up a good setup, and it's really smooth now. Like, we usually in hot laps, I try and find a fast guy in my group just to follow and kind of see what he's doing. Just trying to learn as much as I can. We got behind Scotty Thiel. And
what happens when you're the fast guy?
Good.
Okay.
That's
just checking
great,
in, man.
but,
You're getting there.
You know, usually I just try and find somebody else that's, you know, pretty fast. So I ended up following him, and we actually went 1-2 in hot laps. So just kind of seeing all of his lines, and I just keep learning as much as I can, and that really helps. You know, I mean, Thiel, I think I was behind Blackhurst a few times at Angel Park, and we were inside the top 10. So it's just, you know, trying to learn as much as you can every single night. It really helps with my rookie year. So.
Hang on, Logan Julian committed to the full season with the bumper-to-bumper IR Outlaw Sprint Series. But I want to go back to when you raced karts and got to race karts nationally. Then you got the idea we're going to run a micro sprint and karts, and you ran in the Tulsa shootout, not just around here locally and regionally. You went after it where there's 400-some cars in your class. You still have that passion to race against national competition. How has that helped you in the mindset of taking on what is a full season with the IRA Outlaws?
Yeah, you know, just racing so much every single year, I think it helps not kind of making it look like an overwhelming task. Obviously, you know, the bigger car, a lot of races, a lot of different tracks, it's pretty daunting throughout the year, but I think, you know, as it keeps going on, we just keep getting better. I think that's what's great. I'm hoping by the end of the year we can be fighting for top 5s, top 3s, and hopefully even wins by then.
I saw Joel Crowbridge. He's still hanging up by his modified right over here, the Walter modified. You got your HRP-sponsored, Oak Creek Automotive-sponsored sprint car sitting here. How anxious are you knowing that you're hearing race cars behind us and you're not part of the show tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult, but I'll be watching, and who knows, maybe I might learn something from the stands too.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of neat to see that. I appreciate you guys bringing the car down. Who else helps you on this race car? You said we a lot tonight, talking about your team.
Yep, so my dad, he just, man, the both of us, we spend hours, countless hours in the shop every single night trying to get a setup dialed in. We've been talking to a lot of drivers recently. You know, I've been getting a lot of, you know, respect, and I've been getting comfortable talking to a lot of other people. Scotty Thiel, for an example. We've been sharing a lot of information. I've been just, you know, trying to listen to him as much as I can. You know, he has a lot of experience, so just trying to pick up on little things that other people are saying. You know, my brother's been helping out a lot. He's been sacrificing his time. We have a ton of sponsors that help us get in and out of the track every single week.
Like who?
King Racing Products, you know, R&H Racing, North Star Powder Coating, Oak Creek Automotive, Factory Cane Shocks, Maxim Chassis, Jack's Helmets Designs, Julie Motorsports, just a ton of people that help us throughout this year.
It's really neat to see how things are going. We appreciate you checking in mid-season. It's about mid-season now, right? Or are you going to go racing into Australia or something crazy in January?
Oh, man,
we're about
I
halfway
wish.
through the IRA season now, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. It seems like it's going really quick. I want it to slow down a little bit.
I love to hear that. How about a big hand for Logan Julian for joining us tonight? Thanks for bringing the car down. Thank you to Jordan Irwin as well. We also want to thank Jason Fenderberg over there for bringing his IRA Lightning Sprint. And Joel Crowbridge is now got a line of people want to talk to him in his modified. We're taking a commercial break. If you couldn't hear it, we are live at a race night at Wilmot Raceway on Monday night, July 1st. Come on down. Fireworks during the show. Pack the car full of people as long as you got a seatbelt. It's a carload night, $30 to get in. You can hang out with Joel and Julian here for a few more minutes. And we're in the Fan Midway having a blast here at Wilmot Raceway. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundupshow.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
This Saturday at Dell's Raceway Park, the Tundra Super Late Models invade DRP for the North American Cup 100. 6 exciting divisions going door to door in heart-pounding racing action. The evening's capped off with a huge fireworks display. Gates open at 3, qualifying at 4:30, green flag racing at 6. Get your advance tickets online now and save at DellsRacewayPark.com. Dell's Raceway Park, located 2 miles west of I-90-94 at exit 85, just off Highway 12. Dell's Raceway Park, Wisconsin's best racing entertainment.
Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 and Lincoln is a great place to watch NASCAR races, Packer games, Brewer games, and to meet up with your friends. Joey and Jim Lynch pride themselves on their friendly hospitality and welcome Racing Roundup listeners to stop in to watch all the races on their 14 TVs and flat screens. Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 Lincoln has been a longtime supporter of racers, including National Road Racing Motorcycle Champion Dan Volansky. Relax around the big neighborhood bar with 2 pool tables and dartboards surrounded by TVs. Whether you're meeting up before the game, want to watch the races with race fans, or just want to grab a cold one, head to Danny Lynch's at the corner of Highway 100 Lincoln and West Dallas.
427-1000 American Foundation.
When your foundation is in need of repair, you need 3 things: an honest opinion, quality work, and fair prices. Call American.
Trust and dedication. That's American Foundation.
Call American right now for huge savings.
427-1000 American Foundation.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For 35 years and counting, the Napa Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emission testing, tires, and complete auto, truck, and SUV repair. From oil changes to transmission replacement, 414-761-3250 to schedule your free inspection appointment. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th in Drexel to the experts at Oak Creek Automotive.
Grassroots drag racing is open to everyone at Great Lakes Dragway in Union Grove. Make GLD your home track. Come and enjoy the show or challenge your friends to be part of the show. Bracket racing for all classes and juniors opens this weekend. Pro classes, street classes, and even bikes and sled classes. Check our website for the most updated calendar and upcoming big shows. GreatLakesDragaway.com.
Like our show on Facebook and share our content with other race fans. We hope to see you at one of our upcoming shows, too. Join racers, other race fans, and win prizes. Now let's get back to more of the Racing Roundup Show.
It's a beautiful night for racing here at Wilmot Raceway. Check out the website, wilmotraceway.com. It's on the Kenosha County Fairgrounds. There's a lot of racing going on this month of July. We talked about earlier tonight on our D'Angelo's Construction Roadshow about how important it is to support local racing. And coming back out here for these weekly races is a big deal. This is the last point show for a while here for these teams. We know that they're going to race on Saturday evening starting later in July. Check out their website, wilmotraceway.com, to find out more about their schedule. On the schedule in July, Friday night, July 12th, Saturday night, July 13th, it's the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars coming to Wilmot Raceway, 2-night show. It's a big deal. Larry Hillard's name's on it as well, a long-time standard in race promotion and race driving. That race will be named after Larry for coming here. It's going to be a big deal. There's a pancake breakfast on Saturday morning. There's a live band hanging out Thursday night for all the campers. It's a big to-do. WilmotRaceway.com. Find out more about that. We'd also like to remind you that Monday night, we're on Monday here now. Monday night, July 29th, the World of Outlaw late models are coming to Wilmot Raceway on a very busy schedule of racing. You can camp here. You can have some fun. Enjoy the Kenosha County Fairgrounds Fair, which starts Wednesday night, August 15th, with on-track racing for the weekly divisions. They also race on Saturday night here in between there. A couple of combine demo derbies and some trucker and tractor pulling Thursday and Friday night. So it's a lot of fun during this Kenosha County Fair. Put that on your calendar for things to do here in Wisconsin. I'd like to resume by telling you more about the Bonafide Security Solutions Short Track Report and what we found in terms of racing around the area. We want you to support local racing, and maybe this will trip your trigger and saying, you know what, it's about time we head out to these following places and races. We want to congratulate past Racing Roundup Show guest Logan Schuhart, who won the World of Outlaws Sprint Car race at Cedar Lake Speedway in New Richmond over the weekend. Last week's show guest David Gravel, the World of Outlaws Series points leader, finished second. Anderson Maple Syrup sponsored Bill Balog finished eighth. The World of Outlaws are racing again right here at Wilmot Raceway, Friday and Saturday night, July 12th and 13th, and it's going to be a lot of fun to be here with you for those shows. Our Slinger Super Speedway coverage is brought to you by Ricardo's Pizza in downtown Greendale. It's the best pizza in Milwaukee. Order the best at ricardosgreendale.com. Alex Prunty set fast time, rolled off 9th for the super late model feature on Sunday night, and went on to win. He now has a 10-point lead in the point standings heading into the Slinger Nationals. This Sunday is a points night for several weekly Slinger divisions in addition to the Midwest Truck Series. Also want to congratulate Tyler Ramonka on his second victory in late models. He's now right there in the middle of the points. He's leading the points, as a matter of fact. Our show is live next Tuesday night, July 9th at Slinger Super Speedway at the Front Gate Fan Midway of the 45th running of the Slinger Nationals. Thanks to Keith Marina and Oak Creek Automotive for bringing us that the Angeles Construction Roadshow in a week and a day's time. CK Contractors brings us the latest in Wisconsin Winglet sprints. Congrats to Ryan Zilski on his win last night at Angel Park Speedway in Sun Prairie. In Badger Midget action, Brandon Welty won the Jim Whipperforth Memorial Race Saturday night at Beaver Dam Raceway. Rookie racer Luke Wackerlin won Sunday night at Angel Park Speedway in Sun Prairie. We talked to Logan Julian about his fourth place finish. The winner of the race at Beaver Dam Raceway on Saturday night in the Bumper to Bumper Outlaw Sprint Series was Auckland, New Zealand's Max Gulford, his first win stateside. Max is now 10th in the points, or maybe a little bit higher in the point standings after his first victory of the season on Saturday at Beaver Dam Raceway. Danny Schlafer of Schlafer Auto Body in Landon finished 9th, and his son Cody just graduated high school. Cody also made his IRA 410 Outlaw Sprint Car debut this past Saturday night at Beaver Dam Raceway. Maxwell Schultz won for the second time this season in Super Late Model competition at Wisconsin International Raceway in Kaukauna. Our WIR coverage is brought to you by Ken Sports in Kaukauna and Green Bay. Ken Sports is Wisconsin's largest power sports dealer. On the quarter mile, Brady Vanderloop won for the first time in Sport Trucks, and Heather Wolfgang and Henry Neerdales each won quarter mile late model races. Brian Bennett sliced his way through on the Big 5 Ace Mile to win the late model feature. This Thursday is July 4th. They're racing at Kaukauna, WIR. Huge night, fireworks, the whole shebang. It's the white race of the Red, White, and Blue State Championship Series. Ty Majeski and others racing for the Red, White, and Blue State Championship Series. The white race is this Thursday on July 4th evening. Jason Fedger won Saturday night's Dirt Cars Summer Nationals late model feature in Highland, Illinois. His 29th Hell Tour win, which is one of the most, he now has one more win in the Hell Tour than legend Scott Bloomquist. That's a big deal. 58-year young dirt late model racer Dale McDowell bagged $50,000 in the 50th running of the Volunteer 50 at Bulls Gap in Tennessee. Nice job by those guys getting it done around the Midwest. We covered all things racing, Midwest, Upper Midwest, and in Wisconsin specifically on the racing scene. We're here at Wilmot Raceway. We want to take you now for the opportunity for catching this week's Bill Holland and going in the groove with Bill. And the neat thing about it is we've got a lot to cover on the program. And the third race in the Dells Raceway Park Alive for 5 Super Late Model Series was held on Saturday, and our Bill Holland was there to cover the $5,000 to win race that will highlight here in the Bill Holland in the Groove segment. We also want to tell you that it's a lot of fun to have Bill's segments on our TV show, which is on Saturday mornings on CW18 Milwaukee on TV at 11:30 Central Time every Saturday morning. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. This week's Bill Holland's In the Groove goes to a very special race in the memory of a very special race driver, Flip Merwin, who passed away in a snowmobile accident 21 years ago. They have had a memorial race at State Park Speedway every year since, and this past Thursday night, the final Flip Merwin race took place, a very special race for the race winner, and very special for our own Bill Holland, who got to know Flip very well in his racing endeavors, as well as knowing the Wimmer family extremely closely, as the Wimmer family says goodbye to race promotion and ownership at State Park Speedway at season's end. Let's now go in the groove at State Park Speedway with Bill Holland in this week's In the Groove segment.
Hi, I'm Bill Holland in the Groove at State Park Speedway, where the annual Flip Merwin Memorial has brought in some heavy hitters for one of the big nights at this small racetrack. Flip Merwin represented this community in the world of ice oval snowmobile racing. He was a 2-time qualifier for his Sports World Championship. His fatal crash took place more than 20 years ago, but the memories here are very strong. 3-time State Park Speedway champion Justin Mondyke won this event 3 years in a row, matching the record of fellow 3-time State Park champ M.G. Gajewski. Four-time track champion Mark Mackesy, the first driver to win this race 3 times.
It's just amazing that Flip's been gone for over 20 years now, but we think of him often, and just the fun a person had with Flip, and we surely miss him.
No driver carries Flip Merwin's legacy quite like defending track champion Brock Heinrich.
A lot of times before the feature races, I try to talk to him a little bit, pray to God, and he keeps me safe and he keeps me guided.
This race is a homecoming for former state park champion Luke Fenhouse, whose father and cousin are snowmobile world champions.
Super special to this race team, my family, Matt, my cousin, my dad.
In qualifying, it's defending ASA Midwest Tour champ Gabe Summers with fast time.
We changed pretty much everything. There's the change on these things before qualifying. We just barely made it out for qualifying, so that was cool for sure to be able to switch everything and then make it that good.
Opening ceremonies bring Ralph Merwin back to State Park Speedway for the event honoring his fallen son.
Don Markberg and I came out here in '62 on our bikes, pedal bikes. And I've been coming here ever since. I only live 5 minutes from here. But it's really been a great track. Some very good racers. Some of the nation's top racers have been here.
On a night dedicated to a fallen snowmobile racer, it's a current ice oval driver setting the pace in the 4-cylinder mini stocks. Nick Kurth in the 98, fast qualifier on the night, leading Garrett Strakota in the 77 and defending track champion Eric Breitenfeld in the 14. Kurth describes himself as a snowmobile racer first, who races stock cars in the summertime. Tonight you can call him a feature winner in the Flip Merwin Memorial.
Those guys are fast, and it's cool to be up there racing with them, especially when we're good friends, and to be able to go fast time and win the feature too, it means a lot to me, so it's pretty cool.
3-time track champion M.G. Gajewski in the 22 and Luke Fenhouse in the 4 bring the field to green for the first of 100 laps in the Flip Merwin Memorial feature. Fenhouse won the championship here in 2018 when he was only 14 years old. He leads Race Hayes in the 02 and defending champ Brock Heinrich in the 52. Heinrich on the move, getting past Hayes, with 3-time state park champ Justin Mondyke up to 4th in the 44 car. It's Fenhouse leading, Heinrich second, Mondyke now 3rd with Hayes back to the 4th spot. Heinrich putting the pressure on Fenhouse. Neither of these two young drivers has ever won this race. Brock Heinrich takes the spot. It's Heinrich leading Mondyke, now 2nd, with Hayes up to 3rd. Justin Mondyke, the only driver with 3 straight State Park Speedway championships and 3 straight Flip Merwin Memorial wins. But he's passed by Hayes. Race Hayes, a 3rd-generation race car driver. His grandfather Rick Hayes and his dad Jesse Hayes, both former champions here. Hayes is closing on the 52, but we're on the last lap, and it's Brock Heinrich winning the 2024 Flip Merwin Memorial Super Late Model feature.
This is our Daytona 500 in our eyes. We always wanted to win one for Flip, always came up short, and we found something today and we did all the right adjustments. We just had the car on the racetrack and it was flying.
At Dells Raceway Park, 15-year-old Ty Fredrickson leads the standings heading into race 3 in the Alive for 5 Super Late Model Series.
Now we got a different car out here, so this is our first race with it this year with the Super Late Model, so hopefully we can do pretty good with it. It seems to be pretty decent so far.
3-time ASA Midwest Tour King Casey Johnson won the Alive for 5 in 2020. He's gunning for a 2nd series title.
It's actually the only points thing we're after this year, so it'd be nice to knock it out, and we've done it one other time, so I think we can do it again.
Defending Midwest Tour champ Gabe Summers won the Alive for 5 2 years ago. Summers won the last Alive for 5 feature, but a blown engine in the opener hurt him badly in the points race.
The track's a lot different today. It feels like it's just super hot and slick. Just trying to keep the tires under it. It just gets really greasy after a few laps.
2-time Alive for 5 champ Luke Fenhouse took himself out of the title hunt this year, missing the Trickle 99 to make his NASCAR Truck Series debut. He's back on top with fast time and qualifying.
To get to be able to do that and get an opportunity to compete in the top 3 NASCAR series is pretty special. And obviously, as a kid, you always dream to do something like that.
James Lynch in the 76 and Ryan Farrell in the 80 on the front row as the field of 27 cars takes the green in the Alive for 5 Dairyland 100. Farrell with the early lead, but here comes Gabe Summers on the high side. The ASA Midwest Tour champ gunning for 2 Alive for 5 series feature wins in a row. And the 15 car is flying. Summers pulling away early in this one. Behind the leader, Farrell and Lynch. Casey Johnson in the 5. Max Kaler, Riley Stenjum, Luke Van House, Ty Fredrickson, and Austin Nason all battling. Summers setting a blistering pace, putting a number of cars a lap down. After more than 70 laps of green flag racing, caution. Ty Fredrickson's gone around. Tristan Swanson in the 91 takes responsibility and goes to the back of the field. Back to green. And this one isn't a runaway anymore. Gabe Summers and Max Kaler side by side fighting it out. Summers, the 2022 Alive for 5 champ. Kaler, part of the Kulwicki Driver Development Program. UMA Super Late Model champ here last season. And we're under caution again. Brent Edmonds in the 87 car in turn 2. This restart with less than 10 laps to go is big. Gabe Summers has set the pace all night. He's not giving up the lead now. It's Summers, Kaler, Casey Johnson, and Jeff Storm, who started 18th, now up to 4th. Coming to the checkers, Gabe Summers takes the Dairyland 100 at Dells Raceway Park.
Oh, the tires are super hot there. It felt like I've never drove a race where they were like that hot. So side-by-side racing, I don't think we've ever been able to do something like that before for that long. And there was a lot of fun with the 17. I give him a lot of credit. We never touched once that whole time. And that last restart, I just drove it a little bit harder, had a little bit left in it, and was able to keep it out front.
A DNF makes it almost impossible to win the Alive for 5. No one has ever done it. But with 2 feature wins on the year, Gabe Summers is sure making things interesting. I'm Bill Holland. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone who makes this program possible. We'll see you next time we go in the groove on the Racing Roundup Show.
Looking forward to it. Bill Holland, thank you so much for your contributions to our program. I want to thank our friends at Midwest Truck Series. They're racing this coming Sunday night as part of the weekly show, as the Slinger Nationals are coming on Tuesday night, July 9th, while we'll be there with our live D'Angelo's Construction Roadshow. But this Sunday night, July 7th, there's points on the line for a lot of divisions, and they're joined by the Midwest Truck Series at Slinger Super Speedway. We want to thank our friends at Widener and Pathfinder Chassis, Widener Automotive and Pathfinder Chassis. They support Midwest Truck Series. You can find out their complete schedule at MidwestTruckSeries.com. This portion of our show is also brought to you by Allied Resource Recovery. Phil Raberg and the gang can get it done. They are turning recyclable metals into cash. ARR has locations in West Dallas and Waukesha. Find the full list of accepted metals at ARR1938.com. We've had a blast here at Wilmot Raceway. We're having a bunch of fun. The racing is going on. They're packing the track. We're hoping they're packing the stands tonight. It's a great time to come out and enjoy the short track racing at Wilmot Raceway. I want to thank our friends at Kenosha County Fairgrounds for hosting us tonight as part of their race night. Moved up one night, so I hope you enjoy our racing coverage. You can watch the show anytime you like on RacingRoundupShow.com, our website, or look at our YouTube page. Search Racing Roundup. You can see all of our shows there as well. Make sure you like and subscribe our YouTube page as well and follow along with us as we love putting our show together each and every week on a regular Tuesday night. Next Tuesday night, we are live at the front gate of the Slinger Nationals. We're taking our show on the road again. The D'Angelo's Construction Roadshow next week at the Slinger Nationals is brought to you by Oak Creek Automotive and by Keith's Marina. It's a big deal. We'll be hanging out at the front gate talking to a bunch of racers between practice and qualifying or qualifying in the B main. We're getting our timing figured out, so come on down early at the Slinger Super Speedway. Tuesday night at the Slinger Nationals, it's a big to-do. The 45th running, we know Rich Bickle's racing in it because he said it's the 45th. I got to do it. We also know that all the studs that were practicing, including Derek Thorne this past Sunday, are coming. We know it's going to be a lot of fun. NASCAR Cup Series star Ryan Preece is racing Kevin Harvick's Super Late Model thanks to Travis Dasso's input. They're going to be dialed in. It's all part of what we're doing next Tuesday night here on the Racing Roundup program. And in 2 weeks' time, I'd like to remind you, on Tuesday night, July 16th, we're going to be coming to you live with another D'Angelo's Construction Roadshow from the Greenfield Gallery. Car show, custom car show, also a motorsports car show. So if you want to be there as part of it, we're in Mukwonago at the Heaven City property at 278th and West National in Mukwonago. If you want to be part of the car show, drop Ralph an email at ralph@greenfieldgallery.net. We got still room for you, but we're doing our entire show in the parking lot on July 16th. It's a Tuesday night. We'll talk about the anniversary of the Badger Car Club. We'll have a bunch of racers out there as well. Bring your custom car, bring your friends, bring your own chair. Tuesday night, July 16th. Greenfield Gallery is hosting us again for the road show at the Heaven City property at 278th West National Avenue in Mukwonago. We want to thank you for being part of our program tonight. We had a lot of fun. We encourage you to join us each and every chance you get. Like our show on Facebook. Make sure you watch, subscribe, and like our show on YouTube. We're coming to you every week, all summer long on Tuesday nights with our TV show. Yep, Saturday mornings, 11:30 a.m. on CW18 in Milwaukee. I want to thank our great crew. We take the show on the road. It takes a lot of people. It takes a really big village, actually, to get all this set up and taken down and put everywhere else. So we're looking forward to having you join us at an upcoming show. Thanks to our great show supporters, our crew, Dave Schmalzer, Matt Rapina, Sam Trado. We got Greg Lapine running around here doing crazy things. We also want to thank Jill Lapine, Mark Goodman, and Bruce Blodger for their involvement here tonight. And Itch even got the chance to go out there with his 28 Ford and take a pace lap with that 78 Pinto marks here at the racetrack before we turn them loose. Looking forward to seeing you at a racetrack real soon. We'll see you this Saturday on CW18 Milwaukee. I'm Jim Trado. We've had a blast again, bringing you another great show on DeAndrews Construction Roadshow from Wilmot Raceway. Until next week, set your DVRs, support your local racing, and have at it, racers.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Remember to tell your friends and watch our 30-minute TV show on Milwaukee's CW18 this Saturday morning at 11:30. Like our show on Facebook, follow and interact with us on X and Instagram at Racing Roundup. Join the racing crowd at our live show and win prizes. For our latest show schedule and to watch all of our shows on demand, visit our website, RacingRoundupShow.com. We are delivering fresh content every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. Until next time, race fans, on behalf of our entire crew, this is Dean Strom reminding you to support your local racetracks, set your DVRs, have at it, racers.